Hi, guys. That was a weird start. Welcome to the Chelsea Skidmore Show. I am so excited for today's episode. It is a solo episode with just me. And I am here to talk about beauty and skincare, one of my favorite topics. That was a request from some of my Insta peeps, and I got some questions on there that I'm going to answer in a second. Sometimes I think I have a lisp. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but I feel like I talk with a lisp sometimes. I have a lot of sevens in my phone number when I say 77 after a while. Anyways, I'm only explaining this because I think I started off talking with a lisp. Just got home from San Diego. Steven went off to get a massage, and we had a really nice 3-night stay out of Los Angeles in Cardiff, which is right next to Encinitas, North County, San Diego. It was super relaxing. We stayed at the cutest hotel that was kind of more like an inn. It was sort of like Madonna Inn in San Diego. It was a block away from the beach. Very relaxing. We had the cutest room. It was very 80s inspired, all covered with mirrors. It had a round bed. We hooked up twice every single day we were there, which I know he was happy about. It was very fun. Vacation sex is a real thing. Drinking my water. So let's just get right into it. I have a ton of stuff that I want to share with you guys about my skincare and beauty routine, products that I love, steps that I take to get cleaned up. But I think I'll answer some questions that I have first from people. The first 4 questions are from a friend who asked, number 1, what product do you recommend for removal of acne blemishes and dark spots? Well, first of all, I am not an esthetician. I'm not a beautician. I just love skincare. But you know, with lifting dark spots, there's a lot of topical stuff that you can use. You can use retinol. You can use something called hydroquinone. I don't know how to really pronounce it that well. Hydroquinone, which some products, you know, have a certain percent of. I think like maybe 10% is the highest, but that's a bleaching agent that helps remove age spots. It's safe to use on the skin. It is a little more heavy duty to me. You can also use a product that contains kojic acid, which is spelled KOJIC, which I've used before. So if you take birth control or if you have a lot of estrogen in your body, sometimes you can get like a sun stash, which looks like a mustache. You ever see like a little like dark tan line essentially on your mustache line, but it's not hair, it's a stain that you get on your skin, a dark spot, which I do get, and I've used kojic acid pads to get rid of it before. I should do it again because I have another one. But you can also use retinoids, which is also retinoids are the over-the-counter version of retinol, which is really just vitamin A, and it encourages rapid cell turnover. So basically the whole thing with retinoids and retinol is that you're shedding the layer of skin with the dark spots so that new unblemished skin can grow in its place. And I have retinol from a dermatologist. Prescription versions of that are things like Trentoin, Retin-A. All that stuff is pretty strong. Definitely wear SPF whenever you're using it. I personally, myself, like glycolic acid. That's my favorite topical ingredient. And glycolic acid is something that I use, and I have 2 different forms of that. One of my favorite products is my Caudalie glycolic peel mask. It's, and I'll probably post a picture of it, but it's a 10-minute mask that is like a gentle exfoliating peel. It boosts radiance. It really brightens your face, and you can do it like twice a week. So I like to do that in between, just like a random little thing I'm going to do to just instantly brighten my face. I always see a difference, and I think it just kind of like it like sloughs off your dead skin, and it's a natural exfoliator. That's my favorite one. And glycolic has AHAs in it, which you might have heard of, which are alpha hydroxy acids. It's derived from sugar. It works as a natural exfoliator, to just slough off that skin, promote the growth of new skin cells. And another product that I have by that I really love are the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peels, which it comes with it's a two-step process. It's these two little individually packed pads. And one is you exfoliate and smooth, and the second one is an anti-aging neutralizer. So you can use those as well, which contains AHAs. Again, use sunscreen when you're using all this stuff. And I'd say those are the things you can do to kind of spot treat and try to lighten up the spots. Spot treatment probably from like the koji acid stuff or the hydroquinone, however the fuck you pronounce it. I know Obagi makes some kind of hydroquinone stuff, but I just like to go with the glycolic. It just feels like, I don't know, I just like it the best. And that goes as the same for acne, blemishes, and dark spots. Or you can also take it a step further and do lasers as well. I know that, what's that? And for one, like, some of it, is just from the sun, but also don't be popping your pimples, because popping pimples is what causes the scarring, which is, hard to get rid of unless you do lasers. I've done V-beam before, which is like a pretty crazy laser. I've done it 3 times. It's supposed to get rid of rosacea, but I personally did not see that big of a difference. The only difference I saw was in my bank account, because it's fucking expensive. I think I paid like $3,000 for it, which was insane. But what's that other one? Is there one called IPL? I think a friend of Clear and Brilliant Laser is another one. So I think lasers are cool. That's like definitely an alternative that a lot of people do to getting fillers and stuff, and something I want to explore more. They're just pretty expensive. So I hope that answered your first question. The second one, is lemon water the best drink to improve your skin? I love lemon water. I just literally, as I walked in the door, unpacked a box from Amazon that had like a water pitcher that has like a little canister in the middle for you to put lemon, mint, cucumber. I love spa water. Spa water is just like so hydrating for your skin. It tastes really good. It's fun to drink. I think it's the best in the summer. It's obviously great all year round, but in the summer it's really refreshing. You can put anything in it, but I really like cucumber or lemon, mint as well. But lemon water, yeah, I do think that, I don't know, I guess that's the best drink. Water, for one, is the best. I'm always trying to get better about drinking water. I aim for 2 liters a day because it's hard for me to drink anything more than that. But I think I've been getting better about it. I've been trying to drink a lot more in the morning when I wake up. And hot water with lemon when I wake up is always a nice treat. To not eat anything else and then to just drink hot water with lemon. That's like the key thing to getting your metabolism and your, healing the insides and get that going. If you have the patience to do that and wait for the water to cool down enough to drink it before eating anything else, I would recommend it. But I don't know. I hear also people drinking like rose tea for your skin. I have not tried that, but yeah, lemon water is good. The third question, have you tried using a hair mask? If so, what was the outcome? Do you recommend any brands for dry hair? The masks that I've had before for my hair mask have usually been the Kerastase masks. I really like Kerastase. It is expensive. And I have another one right now by Christoph Robin because it has a tint to it. So when I get my hair colored dark, my hair is naturally dirty blonde or golden brown, some would say. And so the hair mask that I have darkens it in between washes, but I hardly use it because it's kind of annoying and I don't really think it works. But hair masks are cool. Hair masks are a part of my special shower routine, which I'm going to touch on a little bit later in the podcast. But I don't normally really do hair masks unless I'm going to spend a lot of time in the shower in my special shower. But I think they're great to use. And I think, I've tried using coconut oil in my hair, but I don't think I did it right because it just left my hair looking really greasy and disgusting and wouldn't come out of my hair. So the only thing I will say about hair masks is just make sure you're only applying it halfway through your shaft down to your hair tips, because don't put your hair mask in a scalp because I think it just makes your hair look greasy, even if your hair is dry. That's me personally, but I have fine hair. Hope that answered your question. I hear myself saying a lot. I'll try to stop. Number 4. Have you ever gotten false eyelash extensions? Do you like fiber extension mascara? What mascara do you use? Thank you for the questions. I have gotten eyelash extensions on 2 separate occasions. The first time I did it, I had them for about 1.5 years. The second time I did it, probably just a couple months. I do not recommend eyelash extensions. I think they rip out your eyelashes. It makes your eyelashes, I feel like it loses about half of your eyelash, no joke. And I just don't think it's worth it. The first time that I did it, when I had it for a longer period of time, I had to use Revitalash after, which really, really growed my hair, my eyelash hair. And I hear a lot of people saying stuff about Latisse. The only thing that I just don't like about using Revitalash and all that stuff is, 1, it's just an extra step that feels annoying. And 2 is that it burns my eyes sometimes. It's a pretty thin brush and it's hard to not get any of it in your eye. And then it hurts and it makes it red. And sometimes it just does not feel worth it to me. But if you can be a little more light-handed, I definitely think that Latisse and Revitalash do work. I have not used Latisse, but a lot of people I know have. There's also another one called Grande Lash, Grande, that's in a gold tube bottle that a lot of people I know use. Or you can just put them on yourself. The more you do individual lashes, the easier it gets. I think the Ardell ones are the best, in my opinion. And I always have to trim them because I have small eyes. But those are cool too. I love fake eyelashes, but it's just such a fucking bitch to put them on. It's such a nightmare. It's an annoying step for me. It's not worth it, but damn, do I feel good when I have them on. So I guess to each his own. You definitely do have that beautiful doll look when you use them. I just also, whenever I use them with the glue, I always have too much glue on and then it clumps up my eyelashes for days. It's fucking annoying. So I'd rather just use mascara and just be half of what I could potentially be. Right now, I just got this new mascara actually from Benefit, the Bad Girl Bang, because I had a sample of it and I really liked it. And I'm liking it so far. But I like Dior Show a lot, by Dior, obviously. And the last one I was using before this was the Giorgio Armani one, Infinity or something like that. That might not even be the name. But all mascara, I think all mascaras kind of work the same. I do like, there's another, if you want a cheaper one, the L'Oreal Voluminous one in the black, carbon black is great too. The only thing about mascara is you just really have to make sure you're closing it, because if you're not closing it, it dries out really quickly and it's kind of a waste if you get an expensive one and you don't treat it properly and if you don't clean it up. And I think after a while, they all just end up kind of clumping your eyelashes. So I do like voluminous ones, the thicker ones and more than just like a swipe kind of thing. So right now, the Bad Girl Benefit one is my friend. Okay, let's get to some more Instagram questions. Your thought on men wearing makeup. Love the show. Hope you're doing good. My thought on men wearing makeup is this. If you need makeup, then go ahead and use it. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I've opened up so many guys' medicine cabinets and seen a little concealer in there before. And I think there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you have rosacea or something. If you're a Metro guy and you feel comfortable with a little concealer or something, then all good. I actually, I was doing a weekend with a comic and I went in their bathroom and I saw they had some makeup with them. I thought that was pretty funny. I did not tell them I noticed it. But, you know, if you need it for a blemish or something under your eyes or whatever it is, then why not use it? I'm not into eye makeup on guys, but if you want a little bit of concealer, I think that's, you know, that's appropriate. That's fine. Just as long as it doesn't, you know, whatever works for you, you know, is not a problem for me. I personally do not like an overly groomed metrosexual type guy. And this is a tricky question because I don't want to offend anyone who, you know, likes to wear a full face of makeup, but that's like a different situation. So yeah, I'm going to stop there on that one. Manscaping. Next question. Manscaping or no manscaping? I feel like I only give a shit when I have a sexual partner. What I'm going to say about that is I think you should be manscaping all of the time because it probably makes you feel better. It probably makes you have more self-esteem, gives you confidence. And if girls just walked around not keeping their beauty and skincare maintained, they might not feel as good about themselves as they do when they do, you know, care about themselves a little more. So I think it is important to give a shit and to always feel good about yourself. So I would say always manscape and maybe change your mind about that. I'm not telling you what to do, but I definitely think guys who are manscaped are better. There's nothing more disgusting to me than when a guy shaves his pubic hair off completely. That is so gross to me. But I think trimming stuff and not letting it get out of control. Like my husband, he gets a lot of hair on his back. He's Italian, so he's hairy. On his back, on his shoulders, on the back of his neck. And sometimes he makes me shave it and I hate it. But I guess there's no one else to do it. So whatever, I signed up for it. But yeah, when he doesn't have it, I don't like it when guys look out of control with their hair growth. It's just like too crazy. So you should definitely keep it in check if you expect us to do the same, bitch. Next question. A friend of mine asked, how much of your accident settlement have you injected into your body? I got into a car accident and they gave me a settlement. That's what she's referring to. And so far, I have injected like around $260 into my body. So thank you for asking. She's referring to the Botox that I got a couple of weeks ago, which I do Botox. And I do like filler as well. I'm also getting filler in a couple of weeks. I'm excited about that. And I don't do it that often. I probably do it 1 to 2 times a year, depending on how much money I have, because it's very expensive. And I go to good people. I don't just go to anyone. I don't look for the deal. I think the thing with filler and Botox is not trying to look for who has the best deal, who has the cheapest price for a syringe. I think definitely go to someone your friend has gone to. Definitely go off recommendations, people you trust, do research online. And the place I go to that does my filler used to be $100 cheaper. They raised their prices, but I don't want to look for another person because I like what he does. I've gone to him for 2 years and I trust what he does. So I'm going to stick with him. And, you know, an extra $100 or $200 is worth it to me if it's someone I trust with my face. I don't want them to make a mistake because I've been to people in the past who have fucked up my face and I kept going to them and I would get all these crazy like stuff. Like I would be very swollen or I would like have a lot of redness on my face because they injected stuff improperly. And I stopped going to them after a couple of times because I didn't get it the first time because I'm dumb. But just be really careful when you're doing all that stuff. Less is more. And people, you know, a good doctor who's doing your face will know that it's about symmetry, natural enhancements. You don't want to look crazy. You don't want to look like a different person. You just want to feel, you know, a little better symmetrically, which I think is the goal. Next question. Your skin is so smooth and luminous. Please tell me your secrets. I would say for the smoothness, one of my ultimate favorite products that I want to get to later on, but I might as well bring it up now, is Biologique Recherche Lotion P50, which is a gentle exfoliating and purifying lotion for the face, is what it says on the bottle. But what it really is it's a, I'll read the back and tell you. Lotion P50 is a gentle, vitamin-enriched exfoliating lotion that helps to purify, control sebum, tone, hydrate, maintain the acid pH of the epidermis. So basically what that is it's an exfoliating toner. It's super, super popular. If you just Google Lotion P50, you'll see it all over the internet. It's amazing. I'm on my second bottle. It exfoliates, it hydrates, it balances the pH of your skin. It has lactic acid. It makes your skin really brighten up. I could see a complete difference of the texture of my skin being improved after using it. After just a couple days of me using it the first time, like the first week, I saw a huge difference right away. I couldn't believe it. And it makes your skin burn a little at first, but then you get used to it. And even like when I was getting married, my friend stayed at my apartment when I left to the Madonna Inn a couple hours away where we got married. And I asked her to bring it with her, the toner. I left it at my apartment. And I was like, fuck, I need it. You know, I couldn't imagine waking up the morning of my wedding and not having this on my face. That's how much it is incredible. So I really love the Lotion P50. And before that, and sometimes in between, I also use the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peel, which I think is what makes my skin smooth. Exfoliating, I don't like to use grainy scrubs. I like to use this toner, or I like to use this peel that has glycolic in it, the Caudalie peel I talked about. I'm really gentle with my skin. I use SPF on it. The face wash I usually had always been using is Lotion P50. Not Lotion P50. Is Cetaphil. You might know Cetaphil from the #1 dermatologist recommended pharmacy face wash. Also, funny thing about Cetaphil is that that's what people use on porn shoots to look like cum. Right now, my latest, I'm trying a new face wash by IS Clinical called the Cleansing Complex, which is a gel cleanser, which I really, really like. It makes my skin feel really clean. And I've been taking off my makeup before that with the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse Oil, which removes makeup by breaking it down, I guess, with a bunch of different natural oils, which I really like. I also use face wipes. The Neutrogena, the blue hydrating one, has always been my favorite, but I found this cheap one at CVS that, I don't remember what it's called. Whatever. I love makeup wipes. I also use Bioderma, which is my absolute favorite. I get the pink one, the sensitive skin one, but I just douse a fucking Bioderma cotton pad, with the stuff and take my makeup off with that. So taking off your makeup before bed, huge, huge, huge thing. I cannot imagine going to bed with makeup on my face. I mean, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I couldn't imagine in sobriety going to bed with makeup on my face. It would be so disgusting. I always take it off. So removing your makeup, getting everything off your face, that's what my facialist really, really, really makes a point to, make sure you're getting everything off. That's why I wanted to try the Dermalogica. That's why I wanted to try the new face wash at the IS Clinical, because people say that you don't really get everything off with Cetaphil, and it is true. So I just wanted something a little stronger. And I also heard this tip that I really liked, is that sometimes, if you wash your face really well at night, some people don't wash it again in the morning, which I started to not do, because when you go to sleep, your face isn't getting dirty. So I stopped washing it in the morning because, it doesn't dry out your skin as much to keep washing it. So I try not to wash it in the morning. And I always use moisturizer. I love serums. Right now I'm using the La Mer one, what is it called? Just says La Mer on it. the renewal oil. The only reason I'm using a La Mer fucking face oil is because I got it as a wedding present. Full size bottle. Thank you very much. I probably wouldn't have normally paid for a La Mer oil. I do like this other amazing Dr. Nigma serum, which is a hyaluronic serum. I thought was incredible, but that was like $200. But I'm definitely going to buy it again after the La Mer one runs out. And these oils last a long time. Oils, serums, to me, that's all the same shit. I like it better than a moisturizer. I do love La Mer eye cream the most too, as well. It is expensive, but you know, anything helps. But definitely use an eye cream. I know that kind of bled into a couple of different answers, but that's what I do for my skin. I exfoliate gently. I don't use scrubs or grainy things. I use peels. I use exfoliating toners. I make sure my skin is clear. I wash my brushes. That's the secret. Next question. Face tanning oil products. Terrible or any good ones, or tan facial exfoliate wipes? I don't use any face tanning oil products or any tan wipes. I definitely look a lot better when I'm tan. Anyone does. I do lay in the sun a little bit, but it's so boring to me. I actually just got a spray tan from Sugared and Bronze. They have a couple locations all over LA. I really like that. I think they do a really good spray tan. I've gotten like spray tan for my wedding there, and I just got one for going to San Diego, and I love the way it looks. It looks really natural. So I would rather get a spray tan than use like an at-home tanning device, because I just never use those properly, and I always just, it looks like shit around my wrists and my ankles, and it always looks really spotty. So I have not done an at-home tanning product in like fucking years. So sorry, I don't have a lot of experience with that. Next question. How are you so effortless? I can't even say the word. How are you so effortlessly? Why is that so hard to say? Maybe I'm tired of talking. How are you so effortlessly? Fuck, I can't say it. Effortlessly. Wow. How are you so effortlessly dumb, it should say. Beautiful. Do you actually just wake up like that? That's very sweet of you to say. I don't know how to answer that question, but something that I do with waking up is that I'm obsessed with sleeping. If I don't get 8 hours of sleep, I can't function. So I always get 8 hours sleep no matter what. If I don't get a full 8 hours, I cancel whatever I was supposed to do that morning just to sleep in and get it. I cannot function without 8 hours of sleep. So sleeping is a huge thing for me. I'm not really good at taking naps during the day, but I always set my alarm for 8 hours after that is a non-negotiable for me. It's a really big deal. So sleeping, water, and I don't drink or use drugs anymore. And I think that is a huge part in, having good skin and looking good. And of course, diet and exercise is another thing. Okay, next question. Have you had work done to your face? I sometimes do Botox and fillers, but that's it. I have not gotten my cheeks done. I have not gotten my nose done. A lot of people think I have before. It's not true. Natural cheekbones. Look at my dad's fucking meth-looking face. Got those from him. My dad doesn't do meth. I just mean he has a very angular face. Botox on the forehead, which I don't really like that much, but I like how it removes the lines every once in a while. But I don't like to do Botox a lot because I have a very expressive face naturally, and I don't like when I can't express myself physically. And I also don't really think it's good for comedy because you can't really translate how you feel about a joke on stage when you can't fucking move your forehead. For filler, I've done it to my lips. I like doing it to my lips because I have really small lips, and it kind of just evens things out and makes me feel prettier, to be honest, which is horrible to say, but I like it. It's an enhancement. And I also have done it under my eyes, which is amazing. Doing it under your eyes, if you have hollowness under your eyes, or like a deep sort of hollow gap, I guess, It really makes me look like 5 years younger. I think it's an amazing trick that a lot of people don't admit they do, but I don't do it a lot because it's the skin is so thin under your eye. So I do it like, I've done it probably twice before. So I guess almost like once a year. It's really dope. It hurts and it's extremely uncomfortable, but I like the way it looks. It looks cute. Let's see what's the next question. Oh, that was the end of the questions. So thank you guys so much for sending those in. And I really appreciate you guys, asking me some questions. So I wrote out some stuff I just wanted to talk about. This has already been a little bit of a long episode for one of my solo episodes. And I hope that you guys find this entertaining and I'm not just babbling on, because talking by myself is exhausting. I'm used to listening to other people. So I just want to talk about a couple of my favorite products. I already talked about Lotion P50, my exfoliating toner. I talked about my Caudalie glycolic peel. I talked about my Dr. Dennis Gross. See, I do have a lisp. Alpha beta peel with your AHAs in it, alpha hydroxy acids. Talked about my face wash. Talked about SPF. I like Ulta MD, or I like, right now I'm using the Murad Invisiblur, which is kind of cool, but I don't think I would buy it again because it was like $60 or $65. It was way too expensive and it's kind of greasy. I don't really like it. So, but it does have a primer in it, which I like, and it blurs your pores and makes them smaller. So if you have big pores, it might be a good option for you. I wanted to give a special shout out to my favorite dry shampoo called Renee Ferterer Naturia dry shampoo. It's in a green bottle. You can get it from like a luxury beauty supply store. My friend Zita Voss introduced me to it when I first moved here. It's the best dry shampoo spray ever. It's amazing. Because my hair is very thin and I pretty much have to wash my hair every day if I don't want to look like a greasy dog. Couldn't think of what to say. I wanted to say much worse. If I look like shit, if someone left me out in the rain. And so I use this in between shampoos, and it's volumizing too. I really like it. I think it's better than most of the dry shampoo sprays out there. So check that one out if you're looking for a new one. I also just grabbed this from my closet as I was thinking of things to talk to you guys about. Sometimes if you get really bad sweat stains under your arm, there's a product called Sweat Shield Ultra, and it pretty much makes you stop sweating for like a week, which is definitely shady. But if you guys want to, give it a shot, check it out. I got it on Amazon. I used it for my wedding. My favorite perfume I want to give a shout out about is called Sud Pacifique Comptoir Cocoa Extreme. I guess you could just Google Sud Pacific Cocoa Extreme. It's a very beachy coconut scent. I get so many compliments on it. I love it. It's great for summer. So check that out if you're in the market for a new perfume. Beauty blender from makeup products. Right now I'm going through my bag. Beauty blender. Big shout out to Beauty Blender. I love you guys. They've sent me some stuff before. It is my absolute favorite way to apply my makeup. I don't like to apply it with my fingers that much, even though it does look better sometimes. Well, different stuff for a different occasion. Beauty blender brushes. Fuck. See, I am tired. Fuck. I wasn't even going to do this podcast, but I was just so excited to talk about this stuff. But I've been in the car for like 4 hours today. My favorite way to apply makeup is with these sponges, and they come in different sizes. I like the little ones for under my eyes, those hard to reach spots. I get like a lot of dark lines on the side of like where my nose meets my eyes. So that's like a really good way to, hit that is with the little version or the big version. I think the sponges give me a more airbrush look. And then when I rub makeup in with my fingers, it's, I don't know, another look. I don't know how to define it. I'm too tired to think. But my favorite foundation is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. I get a lot of compliments on having like an airbrushed looking skin. I think it provides an incredible glow. I would definitely get this foundation. I sometimes have a hard time finding a foundation that that matches my skin tone. Like everyone raves about the Armani foundation, and I find it really hard to like match my skin tone, and I'm too lazy to mix a bunch of things. So this one I wear 06 or 08. I think I switch between the two depending upon, summer, winter. But this is like the most incredible foundation, the Kevyn Aucoin one. If I don't want to wear a lot of makeup and I just want to kind of just get rid of, I have a lot of redness in my T-zone area. So when I want to get rid of that, I just use my Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer that has SPF in it. This is my favorite under eye concealer. It's this Armani Skin Fabric, which I think is really cool. Armani Power Fabric concealer comes in a bottle. I would not be anywhere without my Stila liquid eyeliner. That is the number one best liquid eyeliner. I wear cat eye every single day. The Stila one is the best one. And I use Benefit eyebrow products like the tinted eyebrow gel, and I use their pencil with the little brush on the other end. My other favorite brand, I'd say, is Charlotte Tilbury. I love their Eyes to Memorize eye pots. Those are really awesome. Yeah. I'd say that's it for the makeup. I mean, I have a ton of shit in here, but like, who gives a fuck what I wear, right? That's pretty much what the hits are for me. Let's see. For facials, my favorite place in LA is Ole Henriksen. My favorite place in New York is Mario Badescu. I also love the Mario Badescu drying lotion. If you don't own it, slap yourself and then order it online. It's that little pink tincture that you put overnight when you go to sleep on your pimples. If you have like a whitehead, it removes all of the shit from there, and it's incredible. You just have to use it when it's at that like final stage to really dry it up and get all that gunk out of there without popping it. And shout out to the place that I do my filler at, Dr. Tillay in Beverly Hills. That's who I go to for that. My favorite masks to do are the sheet masks by SK2, Joanna Vargas, or Dr. Jart. The blue hydration mask are incredible. I do own a Clarisonic, but I hardly use it because, I don't know. I keep it in my shower and I use it maybe like once a week if I want to get like an extra deep clean, if I have a ton of makeup on or something. But I don't really notice a difference with it, to be honest. You don't really need to own it. What else? I don't really use any vitamin C serums, but everyone says to. So I've tried that Skin Cuticle CE Fair Look, whatever the fuck it's called, stuff before, and I didn't really see a difference, but it's probably because of the way I was layering it. Also, the way that you layer your skincare products is always thin to thickest, just to let you guys know. So, do a serum, then do a lotion, then do an SPF, then your makeup. There's an art to the way that you layer your stuff from thin to thickest. And I love makeup finishing sprays by Urban Decay or Ben Nye. Those are good. Rosebud Salve is the best lip balm that I like. I wrote down some stuff to remind myself. Dental floss, amazing. I love dental floss. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Everyone needs to have dental floss in every fucking inch of their life, in their purse, in their car, in every other purse, in your bathroom. I cannot stand when people don't floss their teeth. You'd be surprised at how much shit is in your teeth if you don't floss it. I floss after every single meal, no exceptions. And it whitens your teeth too. When I go to the dentist, they could tell that I floss. And I get a lot of compliments on having white teeth, and I owe it all to flossing. I also love baking soda toothpaste by Arm & Hammer because I like that it gives me that extra feeling of brightening and whitening. Now, Special showers. Special showers is something that I created a couple of years ago where I was finding myself getting super, super ready for dates I was going on with guys. And I want to be extremely smooth, slinky, sexy, sultry. So special showers are the following. When you get into a special shower, expect you're going to spend about 20 minutes in the shower. The special shower consists of scrubbing, shaving, moisturizing, doing everything possible you can do to get ready for a date before you're going to hang out with a guy. The first step is scrubbing. And scrubbing, you can get any kind of scrub you want, but my personal favorite way of scrubbing is if you go to a Korean spa and they give you those mitts. Those mitts are the best fucking thing to use. They're better than anything I've ever used in my life. You can get those exfoliating gloves from CVS. They don't have shit on my fucking Korean mitts. You got to get the Korean mitts. Those are incredible, and they scrub the shit off your fucking skin. They'll give you a 3rd degree fucking layer off burn shit. So you got to get the Korean scrub mitts. Scrub over your entire body. Scrub every inch off. Also, scrub the shit out of your pussy if you're going to shave, because you have to scrub before to soften the skin cuticle and make your pussy really smooth if you shave at all. My favorite soap is Dove Unscented because it helps you not get vaginal infections. I've gotten so many vag infections in my life because I've been a little loose bitch before. So I always use the unscented Dove soap, which gives you no infections and you can wash your pussy with it. And I don't like Summer's Eve because I think it probably gives you infections, even though they pretend it doesn't. I think the Dove unscented soap really balances, but make sure it's Dove unscented. There's something about that my body is used to and that I love. And, make sure when you shave, you're shaving every inch, always exfoliate before you shave. Then when you shave, you can use your shaving cream, whatever. I like to use the Mach 3. Always use a men's razor. If you're using a girl razor, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but your shaving game sucks. You need a men's razor, preferably with 3 or 4 blades, 5 if they're making those yet. I have not seen them, but shave every inch of your body. If you're not getting cut on your ankles when you're shaving, you don't know how to shave. You have to shave in a squat position like you're in an Asian card game smoking cigarettes in Chinatown. Like you need to be squatting, cutting your asshole with a razor. You need to be in every single crevice. That is a special shower when you are really making yourself bleed for the smoothness that a guy is about to touch, or yourself. You know what I mean? I want to make this about loving yourself too, but this is about being sexy on a date. Then while you are shaving, while you're doing everything, I should have mentioned this first. Start first with a shampoo. Then you put your hair in a hair mask while you are shaving because that takes a long time and you can get the mask out of the way, and deep conditioning while you are shaving your body. So make sure you're doing your hair first. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Shampoo first, then put the hair mask in, put it up with a clip so it doesn't get anywhere. Scrub your body, shave it. And make sure when you're shaving, I feel like everyone should know this, but make sure you're always shaving in an upright motion, upright. And after you get out of the shower, moisturize, use baby oil on your puss if you want that super soft baby puss. Oh my God. Please do not arrest me for saying that. And I'm sorry, Mom, if you heard that. It's just a way to get really smooth. And I think that's it for the sexy shower. And, just a couple little inner beauty things I do because you don't have outer beauty without inner beauty. Of course, drinking a ton of water, but meditation, stretching, and working out are all the little things you need to do, and having gratitude. I have a little morning, evening ritual that I got going on. What I like to do first thing in the morning, this is like my ideal morning, is first I start the morning with hot lemon water. I do not touch my iPhone. I sleep with it on airplane mode. I've been making a real point in the past week to not look at my phone. first thing in the morning. And it makes all the difference because, you know, if you just open up your phone and you go on social media and text message and email, that's not the start to a good morning. You have to be in your thoughts. You have to be with yourself. You have to be waking up a natural way, not with a fucking phone alerting you and throwing you into compare and despair and upping your cortisol levels. So what I like to do is I like to start with my hot lemon water. I like to go on my balcony and meditate, which is a new thing I've been doing, to be going outside and sitting with a little chair in the sun. But I really like it a lot. Or I meditate in bed, but I like going outside now because it gets me up and out and into the sun. And I come inside, I do writing in a notebook. I like to do the 3 pages in a notebook, your morning pages I learned from The Artist's Way. Gratitude lists, I love. I have a gratitude journal that I write in at night, which is just a list of 10 things I'm grateful for. I always try to think outside the box. And sometimes I do it in the morning if I'm feeling inspired. And I just started doing this thing where I look up stretching videos on YouTube, just like easy yoga stretching. And it's not to get into a crazy yoga class, it's to stretch. So it's like a completely different thing. It's not a workout. It's stretching your body. I started doing this and I could not believe how hard it was and how much it made my body feel better. And I really liked it. And I'm like, fuck, I need to be stretching more. So I try to stretch every morning. And sometimes if I don't feel like driving to the gym, I YouTube workout videos. I like MadFit, MADFIT. That's one of my favorite workout person pages right now. I think they have really good videos and workouts, and you can sweat doing these workouts. So I try to do like a little workout if I can every single day if I'm not going to the gym. I like to go for walks. I like to, I live by Beverly Hills, so I go for a walk in some nice neighborhoods and look at the houses and stuff. And, I really try to practice gratitude, kindness, texting a friend and telling them I love them and I'm thinking about them, being of service to other people, trying to get out of yourself and just, I think inner beauty and outer beauty kind of just works together. So I'm sorry I was so tired on this episode. I love skincare. I love beauty, but I really just wanted to get this out of the way. I have a busy week ahead and I want to make sure I did it because I posted that I was going to, and I like to be accountable for, the stuff I want to do. So thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you liked this episode. I hope you got something out of it. Please let me know if you guys did like it. A new thing I want to start doing is if you guys listen to the episode and you liked it and you learned something, please comment on the Instagram post that I posted promoting the episode and leave a comment if you want to teach me something or tell me something you liked or ask me a question. I will answer every single question. I will answer every single comment. I really want to engage more with my podcast listeners, and I want to know that you guys are listening and that you like it if you do, and what I can do to, improve. And if you don't already, please subscribe, rate, and review to my podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. And I have a lot of fun episodes coming up for you guys. I'm so excited and grateful to have this podcast, and it brings me a lot of joy to get to interview people and to share some stuff that I love with you and to hear what you guys like. So thank you guys so much again from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you guys have a great night or day whenever you're listening. It's like 10 o'clock here at night in LA, so I'm gonna get some sleep and watch Big Little Lies, and I'm gonna do my gratitude list right now and take off all my makeup. So tell me some beauty tricks that you guys like. All right, bye.